is an option that we don't talk a lot about when a loved one passes, and that is of cremation. And why would somebody choose to do cremation in the first place?
Cremation is just an option. There's many ways for the cost, a lot of it. There's also other things that you don't have to. You can still have like a traditional service. We have what they call a rental casket, and that means that you can still do your service and everything, and a lot of people like that option. And then at the end of the service, instead of going to the graveyard, we take the whole inside to the rental casket, come out, and then they are taken to the crematory and cremated in that.
So you still can have the benefits, like you said, of having a service. You can still have a viewing, because a lot of people need to have that closure. They need to see the deceased. They need to be at peace with it. So really the only difference is, like you said, is once it's time for the burial, instead of going to the graveyard, that's where it changes.
Correct. And it's just one of those things that everybody has a choice. And a lot of the religions out there, they don't really put an emphasis on who can be cremated and who can't be cremated. It's just everybody's choice. It's what you feel comfortable with. And I've found that over the years that a lot of people that want cremation and don't want to have any kind of service or anything, they have trouble later on in life adjusting, because they have nowhere to go to take flowers for their anniversaries or things like that. So I encourage people to at least have a memorial service or some kind of service that they can feel good about. And as we've talked probably in the past, or I have mentioned to people, funerals are for the living, not the deceased. And so it's what you as family members feel that you can do and would like to do, and it's everybody's choice. Everybody has different options.
And that's really good to know. I think probably one of the hardest things is that we need to be a little bit more proactive in our choice making, plan ahead for the time of our death, and maybe have that conversation with our children, with our parents, of what their wishes are, so that when the time comes that you lose somebody, the choices aren't that hard because they've already been made.
Correct. People need to talk about it, and it's like a lot of people don't want to acknowledge, especially for older people, it kind of upsets them because they know that the end is near, and they think that's so final because they've made funeral arrangements or of what their options are. But let your family know what you want. It's just one of those things that makes it easier on everybody, because we all wouldn't be happy to know what we wanted.
And you've been in this business long enough that you can really, I'm sure you've seen the benefits of when a family member has taken the time to make those decisions so that their children aren't making it for them, and then it just seems like it would be a lot less chaotic experience.
It is. When they come in and they say, well, we don't know what mom or dad wanted, then we can, until you write it down or something, then we can just know what mom and dad want, and everybody honors their wishes, and then still helps them through a difficult time, because things are so emotional, like a roller coaster, up and down, because you don't know what to do or where to go or how to make this work.
That's got to be a really tough job, but it's something that you do really well. And you have to help people make decisions rather quickly, and especially if it's that's hard when the death was not expected. But really, it's great to know that there's options, and cremation is one of them. So you can help people through that process as well.
That is correct, and that brings us back to it's everybody's choice.
Okay, thank you so much, Kim.